It's become very clear to me that my MP, Mr. Mark Jenkinson, Conservative, has no interest in democracy whatsoever. Nor, it seems, does he have any ideas or principles or values of his own. This man used to support Labour, then he went to the Tories, then UKIP, and then back to the Tories. It seems that his values depend upon which side he thinks his personal bread is buttered. He recently slagged off nurses, saying that they were lying when they complained that they weren't getting enough PPE, and when the government eventually admitted that that was true, what did Jenky say? Nothing. He really doesn't care what he says or whether it's true, so long as he's towing the party line and saying what his current masters tell him to. He reminds me of a comment made about Randolph Churchill, Winston Churchill's father, by Lloyd George. Lloyd George said that Randolph Churchill was like an old armchair. It bore the impression of whichever arse had impressed it last. And that's Jenky. And he's now doing the same thing he did to nurses to teachers. He is accusing teachers of lying when they complain that it's not possible for them to implement proper social distancing in returning to school. He is accusing them of being unprofessional and talking bollocks. But the bit that I really want to bring up is something he said to me as well a few years ago when he was a UKIP candidate. Jenky has suggested that any teacher who wants to disagree with him should stand against him in parliamentary elections. Now, in one way, this is the political equivalent of the drunk at the end of the bar saying, "Come on, we'll take it outside." It's immature, it's childish, and it absolutely ignores the fact that not everybody's vocation in life is to enter Parliament. Some people, like myself, my vocation is nursing. The woman that he was talking to on Facebook the other day, her vocation is teaching. You don't have to be a member of Parliament to be engaged in British politics. And that's why I say that Jenky is undemocratic. He wants to silence his constituents. He's not interested in their opinions. He doesn't want them involved in politics. But that's not how politics works in a representative democracy such as our own. When your elected MP says that you cannot have a valid opinion unless you're an elected MP, what he's actually looking for is a localised monopoly. And what that tells me is that, like his boss Boris, he actually favours totalitarian dictatorship. The only problem with someone like Jenky is, can you imagine a dictatorship where your dictator has no original thought? Jesus wept.